had everything playing in the background. Then it got to halfway through that, and my computer just went boom. Like all of the different platforms all just started playing like this.
Freaker.
That made me panic. That made me really panic.
Actually caught me in mid-gulp. I was like gulping away there. It's Jesus, that's a blooper for you. Phil with his China.
It made me panic because my computer literally just started shouting at me. So it was like, ah.
Is that all right now?
Yeah, I managed to get it all on silent before it put us back on the screen anyway, so.
That's the last thing we need, a triggering computer, Katie. You know what I mean?
I know. It's bad.
Oh, it froze. Oh, look, your computer. Your computer's got chewed. Your computer's giving off some bad vibes, Katie.
Bad, innit?
Oh.
Not even finished yet because I still need to pull all the screens up as well. It's just that one that kind of threw me off. Oh, so I've got to try and get it all up. So nightmare. By the way, hi to everybody as well who's in the comments. I know I've not been on for a while, so hi. And we will get to the reason for the title shortly as well. I'm just going to try and pull everything up so I can see everybody's comments. I'm going to mute myself for a second, otherwise you're just going to hear us repeat ourselves.
Yes, Mike, Damon, Lee, Steve, Wurzel. Wurzel's the dog's bollocks. The Rainbow Wizard, that's our Rob, innit? The Adonis there, swinging his hair all over the place.
Feel free to put anything up on the screen if you want to, by the way, Phil, while I'm going through and doing this.
You shouldn't say that because I might take that literal and just do a moon. But if I do that, then you're going to get another strike, aren't you? So I've got to be careful here at this point.
Brand new channel, there's no strikes on this channel, so we're all right. We'll get a smack on the wrist this time. That's all we'll get.
Give it half an hour.
I'm sorry. Again.
I'm not pessimistic, but you have got Red Pill Phil on here. So, you know what I mean? The impossible can be made possible within 20 seconds with YouTubers. You know what they're like? Dink, get them offline. But no, we're here. And let's talk about, firstly, why we're here, why we're in this situation. For me, I'll say it from my point of view. This has been an attack on 3 YouTubers with one video. 3 YouTubers, but 4 different channels. 2 of my channels, obviously Brick Girl and yourself, were all affected with the last stream that I'd done that was with Brick Girl. They come into my channel within a couple of hours of me streaming that stream with Brick Girl. They take it down and they give me a strike because I'm on probation still from my second strike. So with yours, from what I can see, they've come in on the premise of misinformation, medical misinformation, which is the same they got me on. And because you were on the same 2 strikes, you got taken down without any question, no redress. On my Manx channel, I uploaded the same stream to that. They then took the stream down and give me a warning. No strike, no penalties of any kind, just a warning. So that's currently the state that we're at. And I know you felt that they might have gone back to your material and deemed some of your material medical misinformation. That may be the case on top of it, Katie, but I've got to be honest and say that in my heart of hearts, I know it was that stream that's created that damage. Having said that, you were already under the certain restrictions that you was anyway. So you were on a...
It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I mean, the main reason why I'm not asked, we will get to in a bit, because that's part of the reason for the title. But like the reason I'm not too fussed about it anyway is because as long as you're telling the truth, as long as you're telling your truth, then you're doing what we asked you to do, and that was, you know, use our platform to help you share the truth. If we get taken down in the process, then just means it gives us a kick up the arse to start fighting back even harder and finding other alternatives. Like we've got the emergency channel, which we're using at the minute. It's obviously been renamed now. And if you go onto YouTube and type in Children Matter and look for channel, it's also in the description as well for obviously the YouTube channel that we're on and the main Facebook one. and you'll get the other emergency backup channel as well. So there is already 2 more out there. And we're going to be doing a personal one on the side anyway, me and Courtney. So there'll also be something away from the campaign where, you know, it'll be completely away from politics and anything like that. So we'll still be able to be found. I speak really fast. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, and that's the best attitude, isn't it? And it was the same thing I was saying to Brit Girl. I mean, Brit Girl was in a bad place when you're taking her channel down. The air was blue, red, whatever colour you want to call it. She was bad in a bad way. And quite rightly so, when you're talking about intellectual property that people just take, they don't give you the chance to appeal it. They don't even give you the chance to go and retrieve it. So I know what you've gone through there. Plus, knowing that your channel probably means more to you than Brit Girl to Brit Girl's channel, in a sense that Brit Girl wants to speak out, but yours was predominantly about what is going on in your life. So we can't really deny what's gone on here and how much that means. The positive thing from it is that they've not totally cut us right out. So where they feel they may have got the better of us by curtailing, and we can always open new channels. There's always new things that we can do. The one beautiful thing is that I will be back. I can't upload currently for probably just over a week. I can.
But you have still got this channel as well.
And well, this is it, and we'll put the links out to this. But I've already said to her, and I'm just making this public, that Katie has got the permission to use my channel as she deems fit. So as well as Katie doing whatever she does on this channel and any other channel she opens, I invite her to engage on my channel as well. And that doesn't just mean the Coco Sunday thing that you've got going down. I'm on about every post. Use it as if it was your channel. So when you look at it like that, you've not lost a hell of a lot. You've lost your material. It's a bummer. The reach of
I've just
people.
got that, by the way. What we spoke about before live, I've just got it come through now.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. So
that's ready for tomorrow.
We're in a good place. We're not going to let them beat us. Katie-Jayne, childrensmatter.news will be back and bigger than it was before. I mean, at this point now, Kate, so we've explained the situation. Have you got the actual links? The link to this channel and whatever else?
I have pre-prepared for this. The links for this channel should literally be in the description everywhere. I will go ahead and... Oh, didn't realise that was had volume on. I'll turn that volume off. I will share the link to this video on the YouTube channel. Obviously, the people on YouTube that are going to get this link, ignore it. It's mainly for the Facebook that are on it. Everywhere else, VK, Twitter, the other YouTube, DLive, it should all be in the description there, the link for the secondary YouTube channel. But literally, all you have to do is type in childrenmatter.news channel. The only thing we've done is add the word channel to the end, and you should be able to find us. If all else fails, honest to God, type in my name, this channel comes up, because this was originally the channel made under my name. This is one of my original YouTube accounts before any involvement with social services even began. So this is like a very old channel that's being used. Obviously, we've got, I think, just over 700 subs on it now. So obviously, we do need the boost to get back up to 1,000 on there. But before I go too far off, there was the other reason why I'm not too heartbroken about the channel being like disappearing. And that was kind of another reason why me and Phil are jumping on this live. I'm not going to be able to be seen as much for a little bit. So I need everyone's help to keep Children Matter going. It's not something I want to be doing. It's really, really not something I want to be doing. My heart and soul are in fighting for the causes that we all fight for. But I do not have a choice now. I have to take a step back. I can still do the odd bits. Obviously, me and Phil will be doing something tomorrow. So, I will still be around, but I will be more in the background than I ever have done before. And the reason why, obviously, we've asked for the help is the other reason why I'm also okay with our channel disappearing. My abuser has appeared again. and he's taken me to court to have gagging orders put on me and to have my son's name changed. Obviously, I've got to be very cautious of how much I say, but at the minute until next week, there's really not much I can say anyway. I can't get legal aid. Legal aid is not available to me because it's not a domestic violence case and social services aren't taking us. I am literally fighting tooth and nail now to not have the remnants of what I have left of my son taken away from me. And that's even the ability to be able to speak about him. If I lose the ability to speak about my son, my fight's over. My fight's done. And I really don't want it to come to that point because there are a hell of a lot more kids out there that need our help. So I need help from everyone, and everyone can help in different ways. We can have people step up and do more of the lives so that I don't have to. So come forward and take over the Sunday lives for a bit and do their own things. Even if 1 week it's a radio show and the next week someone else is talking about a topic, every little bit helps. Obviously, if anyone does want to help towards legal fees and solicitors and that, the solicitor I've got helping me has literally done me the biggest discount he can possibly do me, and I'm still going to be doing the majority of it myself. So it's literally just going to be advice, pointing in the right direction, looking which angles to go down, and taking a look at what I'm doing and what I'm putting into court before it goes in. Obviously, if you do want to help towards legal costs, I would be greatly appreciated. I would do everything in my power to make sure that everyone knew how grateful I was. And we've got, sorry, I'm joking up about it. On the website, so the main page of the website, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Ignore the patriotic merchandise part at the end of it. So if you just put in the main website, childrenmatter.news, we have a donation page at the bottom there. Obviously, we've got the PayPal link as well, which will be in some of the descriptions on where we go through. So if anyone does want to help, honestly, I wouldn't be able to thank you enough. Obviously, if anyone wants to help by getting merchandise and that, obviously that helps massively as well. Sharing about the platform right now when we're going through this, another amazing way that you could help, because I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle, but I'm not willing to give up, and any help's appreciated, to be fair, especially now I've got to fucking take a back seat on the campaign and that, when I need it more than ever as well. So.
And you'll get it, Katie. You'll get it. You're well respected, well loved, and people have only got to remember what you do for everyone else. You know what I mean? So if there's a time when you've had several people here, hello, how can I help? What can I do? And people will help from far, and we'll all help in terms of keeping your channel alive, keep it going. You know what I mean? I'll do what I can in terms of I'll take up at the odd cocoa morning. Like you say, this is where you need all your modders and all the people that you've helped to try and just give you a little helping hand, whether it be take up one of the shows, whether it be talk about not so much your plight, but at least the channel, even if it be just for 1 minute in a segment of their programs. All they've got to do is think now of what you have done for them.
Other channels, talking about it, sharing about it, it all helps, because I can't now. My story has been out there now for a good few years, and I've had to, because of obviously what's going on with court, like obviously YouTube took our original channel anyway, so majority of our videos are all gone. The majority of the work we do, it's all gone. We've got a couple on the backup channel, but the backup channel, it's all had to go on private, minus a handful of videos. Just for safety reasons as well, because obviously things get edited and look the wrong way, and we have come under attack because my abuser has gone round and given people this channel, not the original channel, this channel. And when you go through the comments on some of the videos, you can see, and it's stuff that only he would say and he would use before in the past. So it's clear that it's come from him, because it was false accusations that were used in the court that were never proven, but social were the only ones who used them because he was the only one who said it to him.
The one thing we're never going to stop, though, is trolling of any kind, whether it's of a personal nature or whether it's someone from afar because of whatever reason they don't like you. And it's funny because I'm talking to 2 American ladies about that, the trolling, the online abuse that comes with this, and particularly with YouTubers, and the shock that they had to their system coming into this not naively, but just ultimately wanting to do the right thing, and then realizing that you've got some people that are not right in the head that get online and come out at you. And it was that realization. And it's only the same thing that you're experiencing, in a sense that you've got people that will do these things. You've got people, friends of these people, that will do these things on their behalf. All we need to do, Katie, is ignore it. Concentrate on the good energy that you have, right? And I know you're finding it hard at this moment, but also what you give to other people. That is more important than what low energy, and concentrating on the low energy that's being brought at you right now. So what I'm trying to say is, the love that you're getting through all here now, and all the people that will be ready in an instant to support you, that is where you need to gravitate towards, because that will get you through what's going through within.
I got the application for, well, notice of the application for court on Thursday, and then the court hearing was on Tuesday, but I didn't get the court applications till Friday late afternoon. It gave me Monday to seek any legal advice, which as soon as you tell them that the court hearing's the next day, they tell you, well, contact us if you get another hearing. When you get another hearing, then we'll help. And the amount of people, yourself included, who actually pulled through on one weekend, and honestly, if it weren't for everyone who helped me that weekend, I don't know if I would have even been given a shot to have my side heard, or even put my point across. And sometimes that helps massively. Like, people don't understand how much it helps, and everyone shocked me, the amount of people that straight away jumped on. And they've known me long enough, they've built bonds with me for long enough, they've worked with me for long enough to know who I am. I mean, yourself, we've known each other for a while now, and if there's one thing that I'm hoping that everyone realizes is, I've never asked for donations. I've never asked for people to just help with financial things. Obviously, we've sold merchandise to help with everything that we do, but I've never asked anyone for donations before. I just come to a point where I will throw the biggest raffle for everyone at the end of the year as a massive thank you, where I'll be building up until the end of the year.
Katie, this is what I'm saying. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I've got to say it. The one thing that everyone will know is, it's abundantly clear, you're not a taker, you're a giver. You do more for people than you actually take back yourself. Everyone on here will know YouTubers that are doing it for reasons of their own accord, but ultimately they'll see what fruits come from it. So they'll see YouTubers that have got Patreons, that have got PayPal, that are making money, and people will say, well, they're entitled to. Well, that's fine. Look what they're doing for it. Are they actually providing a service that actually gives the subbers something? Now, if that's the case, then that's fine, that's beautiful, and everyone's got their own opinion. But when you go about what you've been doing, and we talk about that, we're talking about something totally different here. We're talking about someone that never, ever has looked to ever profit from this. And I've never seen you do that. Anything that you've done, you've always done for the benefit of other people, i.e. the raffles. Yeah, there is an element where proceeds of that will go to help childrensmatter.news. But it never goes to help Katie-Jayne Swallow. That will only be pumped back into it, so it will give you more merchandise for more freaking... I'm sorry, am I upsetting you here, Katie? Because I don't want to do that.
Comments are...
I don't. Who is it? Who is it that's doing this to you, Katie?
Everyone. Just kindness from everyone.
Oh, wow. Let's have a read then. Let's look, see what's going on. Oh.
I'm glad I didn't put a lot of makeup on now.
This means more than anything. You know what I mean? When you're in, everyone's in dark spots, and we've all got things that are getting to us, and people are getting to us, and we don't know a way out, and we're feeling alone. And you look at this, you think that this is all you need. This is all you need. This is all you need to concentrate on. Seriously. And we'll all get each other out the shit when we do this. And if we had our community, our next door neighbours that were like this, instead of everyone not talking to each other and finding our political reasons on why we don't, it's like, man, you don't realise, you know. And there's one thing I've learned as well with this YouTube. As much as I complain about how people are trolling and how people, the worst side of online is seen with this. The best side is seen as well.
Massive thank you as well to everyone who's actually throwing stuff in. My phone's going mad.
Don't cry, darling. Come on. Dawn's telling you. Come on.
I've been dreading this, like, because this has been going on 2 weeks now since I got notified. Like, what day are we on? We're on Friday, aren't we? So 2 weeks yesterday is when I got notified of court. You know, like, this has been going on for, like, I could never have imagined, like, this much support, because I've been dreading telling people that I'm going through this shit again. You know, because honestly, if people couldn't honestly never imagine the stuff this man used to fucking say and accuse me of, just so that, and social backed him up and helped him because they wanted my daughter.
What I can say, no, people will resonate. People will resonate whether they've had this done to them or not. They'll resonate on different levels on the injustices. And I think that channel, your channel represents injustices. Yeah, you're about children more than anything else, but the way you help other people as well.
I am. Not all the team is. I am. The rest of the team is all, you know, it's so many different injustices that we try and raise awareness for and we try and bring light to. Like, because it's not a one-person fight, it's not a one-horse battle, you know, or race even, we're all in this.
It's like Rob says here, don't let the trolls think they have anything over you. Us, KT, it's because they are concerned that you can cause them trouble, that they are attacking you. We'll beat the feckers. It's right. Positivity. So I can understand why you didn't want to, you know, it's understand, and it's personal stuff anyway. I mean, who wants to, you know what I mean? So I can understand that.
I've fought so hard not to beg people for donations, you know what I mean, for like the 5 years that I've been doing this. Even when, you know, we've been scraping by, even when, you know, literally every single penny I had was going to Children Matter and I couldn't afford heating or let alone food or anything. You know, like, I was dreading having to ask. I'm genuinely dreading having to ask because I'm not the type of person who likes asking for help. I know if I'm desperate, I have to, and I don't really have a choice. But, you know, I like fixing things.
Will you fix my channel? Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about the technological jump. I went from being a guy that had to carry fucking water 6 miles on my head from one place to another in terms of technology, to all of a sudden, Katie-Jayne Swallow knocking on and going, here, Phil, I've got this for you. It's called the fucking wheel. And it means that you can now transport that on a cart without you breaking your neck, Phil. And I went, you know what? I never thought of that, Katie. And look at the jump that he's made. And same again.
You're dead hesitant at first. You thought I was going to start asking you for stuff. You were like, doesn't mean you got access to my channel. I'm like, I don't want access to your channel. You thought I was going to start asking you for money. And I'm going, no, I don't want money off you.
What's in it for you, Katie? Yeah, I know. Yeah, whatever. Only other one, it's got bells on it. No, but I guess
all that's in it for us is a bit of a boost with our platform, but that's all comes from like helping advertisers. I
can see it. And that's why I've tried to spread it on with other people and get involved in it. I can see how you helping me helps you and helps me as well. You know what I mean? Don't forget, I was coming out of it. What's that?
So it's like it's a way of using consequences to a good means, because obviously a consequence of helping you was that, you know, we got a bit of help ourselves on our platform. But It wasn't mainly for us, it was just a consequence of what comes with helping people. And that's the way I've always worked. You know, teach what you learn.
No, you're right, Katie. I mean, let's look at it this way. if people are looking at their journey properly, anyone will see that there's times in your journey when you can take a detour, when you can make a different decision, where you can accept someone's help when they were prepared to give it to you. And maybe in hindsight, you'll look back and you'll go, I'm glad I done that, or shit, or I'm glad, or I'm not glad that I should have listened to them at the time. You know what I mean? It's like you'll know when you've had them little junctions in your life. And with this journey doing YouTube, there's been so many like that. You can't be up your own arse in this because we're all a big community and we are stronger together. So when you come to me, I was in a spot where I was like, my trust level with other YouTubers, other people saying they're my mates, and then all of a sudden they're chatting shit behind my back, going live, saying this. I was like, I'm sick of making collaborations with people that just do this or do things that make me look bad as well. So when you come in, it wasn't that I doubted you. I'm just thinking, well, don't know, do you? Because I'm happy on my own here. I know I'm in a small spot and I've been left here, but like, and I still am to that degree. But the ethic of now working with people that I know I can thoroughly trust, and you're one of them, TKE, Tony Bugle, Great Brit, Dolly, I was going to say Daydream, but it's not Daydream now, it's Dolly Doolittle. And there's so many other YouTubers that, to me, all big one big family. You can all have my bleeding channel. I'll go on holiday somewhere and you can have it. You know what I'm saying? And that trust doesn't come easy, Katie. It don't come easy at all. You've got to earn that on both sides. And so that's why I'm buzzing that I'm here. And I don't like to see you, like I don't like to see any of the other people that have gone in this journey that are having these moments. We're like, no, when we have these moments, what do? When I'm going through it, you'll be on the phone in the background making me feel better and going, right, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do? So this is an extension, and you've got it there through the other commenters that they want to show the love.
I think I remember like us having a 2-hour phone call, one of the first times we actually had a phone call where I was just walking around outside my ex's back garden the whole time while we were having a conversation.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of our first talks as well.
Right.
I can't remember. I think it was about the digital demo.
You've got what?
I think it was about the digital demo.
Ah, right. No, well, I mean, that's another thing as well. I've got a lot of material, your interviews and stuff. That's all there. You can put that on your channel. You know what I mean? Same again, it's not about me, this. And I said this to Brick Girl, that I don't want to be giving you all my material where it makes it look like I've got to be in every one of your videos. It's like, no, you know what I mean? And she's like, don't, I just want to put it up. Just want to get something going. So whatever footage you get, do what you will with it. Make it your own. You know what I mean? Re-edit it, do whatever. It's just there. It's a little backup. I won't be
able to do anything until after this court hearing's done and dusted, because the last thing we all need is me getting a gagging order when I'm one of the main faces for forced adoption.
I totally agree with your stance on that. Totally agree.
That's what I'm terrified about. That's what I'm petrified about, is the fact that if they gag me, that's one of the main faces gone.
You don't need it. And we said this before, didn't we? Prioritizing, really. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. Tomorrow is going to be a great day. There's going to be a lot going on, and there'll be other things that we can get involved in that won't involve what's going on in your private life. In the next week or so, couple of weeks, there's plenty of stuff that will totally take your mind away from that as well. You know what I mean? Involved with other things that are going on. And in the quiet, the rebuilding, ready for the relaunch of your channel again. Because that, for me, we've not started it yet. This stream is not the start of it. It's going to, if I'm going to be honest, it's going to take weeks, months to build it, to get it back. But you know what? We'll do that in the time when you're good and ready, when you've got the strength, when you've got the other stuff that is a bit of a distraction in terms of what's going on out the way. Prioritize, and no one
I do need to try and push through, though. I do need to try and push through and do some things, which is what I'm dreading. I mean, this weekend is probably going to be. I'm probably going to need someone to take over the next one.
Just someone's knocked on the door. 1 second.
Yeah, this Coco Sunday show is probably going to be the last one I'm going to be able to do for a while anyway. So I'm going to try and do it. Obviously, the reason it's probably going to be my last one is because I'm due a report in next week, beginning of next week. So if I get that through, my head's probably going to be all over the show and probably not going to be in the best place to do it. Obviously, I can do whatever I can from behind the scenes, and try and get it from the people and everything. Everyone else has got the chance to do it. Bonjour. I was saying this weekend's probably going to be the last weekend I'm going to be able to do Coco Morning because that report's due in next week.
Right. So you're doing it this weekend, and then
I'm gonna do my best to do it. Seeing as I've not got it yet, and I'm not getting it till next week, I might as well take advantage of attempting to do it and try and keep it focused on something away from obviously what's going through. Because I don't want to accidentally say something or have someone pop in who are working on behalf of him to try and prompt me to say something daft. So probably be the safest bet.
This is what the crazy thing, because I know you're gagging, because I know I can get a measure. I think I've got a measure of where you're at. You need your YouTube, and I don't mean that in a bad way. That it's a very positive, purposeful thing for you. You know what I mean? And
it's the only way my kids are going to get to know me as well.
I know, and I get it. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? Because this is very much a hobby to me. To you, this is so much more. So I can understand your feeling of having to prioritize and not being able to upload for fear of saying the wrong thing or someone being able to utilize something against you. That's literally curtailing you because you love it. And the beauty is the energy that you put out to people, they bleed in love it as well. You know what I mean? Your Coco Mornings is like your proper Sunday morning magazine show that people have just come to see as being the norm. They'd come on my channel and like, where's the Coco Morning? What the fuck are you asking me for? Like, what the hell's going on here? So it's like, you can see it. It's not going anywhere. I mean, my channel's coming back on probably in the next 8 days, I think. I'm going to have a load of footage from what we're going to be up to upload. And if you're not still active and you're still doing what you're doing, I'll commit to doing the next Coco Morning. So it won't be this Sunday, it will be the following Sunday. And I'll do it. And I'll do it Red Pill Phil style. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know.
You know how I work. You know what I'm like. That's why I said at the beginning of this, whoever takes over can run it however the hell they want to. It will be their show. It won't be my show. I won't even have anything to do with it. If someone wanted to do their topic on something that's completely unrelated to anything,
well, honestly,
I do. Go for it.
Okay, don't give me a license, right? Because you're gonna go right. Where's Phil? Get him off my stream. What are you doing? Like just running down the ring. I don't know what. I might even do an outdoor thing. Just walk round in some nice green areas and pontificate on bollocks for half an hour. Just engage with people. You know what I mean? I've really no idea. It probably won't be sat here. So I might just do something different there, go out for a Sunday morning stroll or something. But yeah, I don't mind doing that. And same again, it'd be great if others jumped in and gone, right, well, I'll do it the week after. I'll do it the week after. And,
even if someone's not done a live before and they want to give it a go because they're passionate about the topic they want to talk about, we'll hear anyone out of what they're up to. Because Dawn's asked her how a gagging order will affect the channel. Well, I relate near enough everything back to my kids, me as a parent, and especially my son. My son was my firstborn. The one I went through most of everything with, and cutting off me being able to talk about my kids means I won't be able to do birthday videos for them or Christmas videos. I won't be able to relate back to my own experience without risking getting a prison sentence. It will literally cut me off entirely from being able to talk about anything that happened to me and my kids, which leaves me defenseless if anyone decides to come targeting me. And it also takes my motivation away. It takes my passion away, because obviously the only reason I do this is so my kids can see who I am and get to know who I am, and so that they can see that I fought for them, that I never forgot about them, that they're in my heart daily, and having the ability to tell them I love them and show them I love them and talk about them. That for me just kills every reason of why I even started this in the first place. So I'd be a voice for others, but I'd be gagged myself. It's a hard one.
Yeah, but means to an end, Katie. Means to an end. You know what I mean? We're right with this. I personally feel, because, I don't even know where I'm going with this, apart from I don't want you to feel low. No one on here wants you to feel low. You've got all the support behind you. The weather and the season is starting to change. So things are going to kick back up again. People are going to redress. People are not happy. People are still not satisfied from before Christmas, from years ago, from the way the world's going. So we're always going to be there. I just want you to know that we're all here. We're all here, and whatever darkness is there, with us of our own collectivized light, that's the only time I want to use that term. We can make us all feel better and actually be proactive at the same time. You know what I mean? And I look at a lot of the channels that don't represent that, and they're doing nothing but probably making matters worse. Your channel doesn't. So don't feel that you're on your own. And we can appreciate the purpose that you get out of it. And that is what makes you shine. Katie-Jayne start shining all the fucking time. I know, honestly, stop it, because you're actually shining too much at this point now. You're making me seem a little bit dim. But no, Katie, seriously.
Me not being able to do lives, it gives everyone else the chance to take a spotlight for a bit.
Well, that's the positive. So in that sense, then, we've all got a vested interest to keep you offline, then, haven't we? To give everyone else a bit of a fair crack of the whip for a change. It's about time, innit? Even let me cat have one of your shows just to keep Katie off for a week.
I gave Taco her own show.
Right. Someone said something about Taco. Explain who Taco is, because someone said get Phil on with Taco and laughing face. Oh, you talking about your blinged out spider?
Yeah,
right.
She's there.
Right. I thought you were talking about a real life entity. Man, yeah.
She's right. Yeah, you could just about see her legs.
Snoop Spidey Spider. Me and Snoop Spidey Spider.
She's fucking hidden right there. It's like, yeah, I can see her legs there. Literally hidden right underneath
the right. Me and Taco Bell there. Freaking hell.
Just wait till that tank's done and it's got snakes in it. I mean, look, everything with this court thing and everything, it's put me back so much. I have the soil for that tank, but I've not even started doing it yet. And I've cleaned it out and everything ready, and I've not even done it yet. Rob's just asked how the locust situation is. She ate one. I have a video of her eating one of them. She let this small one go around and eat all the big ones. So I've got corpses of like dead locusts all around the place that this small one was munching on and sitting on Taco. Well, like been on the phone to solicitor and everything, and just seeing my tarantula eating. So I'm like, 1 second, and straight over recording it and everything.
Wow. Well, maybe that was strategic from Taco. Going, yeah, you think you're bad. You wander around having a piece of all the others. You're on borrowed time, son. And then the last straw was going, right, you had the audacity to sit on me. Really? You cheeky little git. I've let you wander around my pad here, eating whatever you wanted. You know, I've fucking made a bed for you and everything. And you go and sit on me. You think I'm that placid? And then she's just gone all Taco.
Took her all day to eat it. It took her all day to eat it, and she was walking it around the table. Every time she moved away, because she was eating it right in this corner, so right in the bare spot, right next to where I sit. That's where she was eating it. And she kept buggering off, so I'm going, it's not there, it's gone, she's had it. An hour later, she's back there again, still munching on it. She's walked it around the tank while she's eating it.
Can we get someone to... Do you get spider whisperers? Do we need to find out what the hell's going on in the mind of Taco?
I think it'd be interesting, to be honest. See, as I've got videos of her running away from her food.
Well, it's very unspider-like, isn't it? I mean, what's going on there? Is the blinging took anything away from its ferocious nature? Is it look too fucking good now? Has it just gone? Is it a decadent spider? Is it like
she's also very temperamental with people, though.
Has she got a spider mobile phone?
I think so. I think she must be hiding one somewhere.
Have a look if she's got a spider i5 at the back there, because what it sounds like, if she was in the wild, she'd know what time it was. But I think the fact that she's blinged, right, looking like fucking Snoop Spidey Spider with a pimped out, he's probably got his little phone there, jacked up. It's consumed by the materialized consumerist world that we live in. It's basically the same product of what we're seeing now, which is a population that's decadent and ultimately zombifying itself. So when you've got a spider that's very uncharacteristic and taking its prey for a walk, and dipping its feet in its own paddling pool, or what it should be drinking, you've got to wonder why is it a spider? Why is the characteristics of this spider gone all like this? What's up with it?
It's true. We've just been asked on the other channel, someone's just joined and they've asked what the show is about. We've literally completely got off topic and started talking about my pet.
It's the psychoanalysis of Snoop Spidey Spider right now. I'm like, what's going on here? You've got one pimped out, lazy ass spider that doesn't even know how to eat its food or drink its water.
It is pretty true. That's pretty accurate. We were before that. We were going over why the original Children Matter channel has been taken down, and obviously the circumstances revolving why I'm not going to be as online as I normally have been. Apologising for why I've been away the last 2 weeks. This video, I don't know, because we've been putting all the videos on private. I'm not sure whether to put this one on private later on today or to leave it up public anyway. Realistically,
well, I don't see anything wrong in this that would go again, but it's your call. You do what you feel you need to do. I mean, we're only happy Friday, Todd. Yes. We were there just to inform. I mean, let's talk about that then. Well, let's change the subject. And then if you want to go private, that's fine. Tomorrow, do you want to explain a little bit about tomorrow without revealing too much? Is there anything you want to say on that?
Well, obviously, people who've seen mine and Phil's channel in the past have seen that we've tried out a few different techniques in the past, doing different things. And tomorrow we're basically going to be putting it into action. So keep an eye on this channel. I will be streaming it through to all the channels that we can do as well, just to make sure that it gets out to as many people as it can do, and to make sure that if your censorship does decide to come after us, we've got backups. But yeah, we will be doing something tomorrow as well. So you best start keeping an eye out on the channel, or at least putting a notification bell on. I'll probably set up a stream tonight, so you've got one ready to click reminder on, so you've got your reminder set. And I'll share it around to obviously our groups, our channels, our social media and whatnot, so that it's out there as well. Sorry, I do talk fast, don't I? I didn't mean it as a racetrack commentary,
no, all out there. It's going to be quite a invigorating day, I imagine. It's going to be different because of the circumstances. Same again, it's hard because I don't want to say too much, but generally it's basically to inform people. There's this channel. Just look out for the link. Look out for the. Have you set a reminder? Did you say? Have you already been done?
After we've done this stream, I'll be setting a stream up for obviously the one tomorrow. So if people want to click a reminder when that's up and running and set, then that'll be perfect. I might even, if anyone fancies just having a natter over on the emergency channel, so the new Children Matter one, I might even pop on in a bit and just have a random knit and natter with everyone and a random chat. And I might even, while I'm setting up the channel for me and Courtney, I might even jump on so everyone can have a natter and I can actually share the link on there as well if needs be.
Good idea.
But yeah, Boo, if you want to go back and after this video is done, if you want to go back and have a look at what we were talking about, because a lot of it is personal stuff that is going on right now at the minute that we could absolutely, we'd be amazed if anyone could put, chip in and help towards in any way, shape or form as well. And I'll go over that in a bit more detail, so it might be worth just going back over it because I'm really not going to explain it that well now after all the amazing comments that I've had to put in.
It's it's a question of support whatever way it comes in it. There's different ways you can, like you say, you'll probably know more listening to the beginning of it. Ultimately, whatever, if it can't be monetary, then it's a question of just sharing a link. You know what I mean? Support, putting a thumbs up. What if there's a time for actual support? Now's it. We're all there. I'm there. My channel is so in the dark at the moment, and I'm not talking about the strike. Even when the strike comes off, we know there must be some severe flagging going on my channel because they're literally going in hand-picking now. And I know it's been like that for probably the best part of 2 years, if I'm going to be honest, because I look at things and my sub count doesn't seem to be elevating. It goes up and down. There's mad things happening when I'm seeing all other people around me kind of growing, and it don't make me envious. It just makes me think this is weird because as a video editor, on that alone, I'm producing some of the best stuff I've ever done. So I know I'll always get a constant turnaround of viewers, but it still doesn't equate for why the channel is still on 2.3 when it was at 2.3 2 years ago. How the fuck does that make sense? So it should either be dramatically down or dramatically up, or at least above to say, well, 2.4, 2.5, 2.8, 2, 20, if you know what I mean. So what I'm saying is we're all in dark corners, innit? And I think we're all better off when we all shine our light at the same time. And probably that partly why we got in the trouble with everyone getting taken down as well. But if we've got ingenuity and we can always work through getting back up, getting the numbers back up, keep talking, who's got the biggest platform, right? How about you do a little bit of this? How about we, you know what I mean? Just get the word back out, shining that light in a collective manner.
I fully agree. Right. No, it's very agree.
How can this channel have lost so many?
Please leave up for half hours that far behind. Thank you, Katie. No, don't worry. I'll be leaving it up for at least the remainder of the day anyway. There's a possibility I might not even be taking it down anyway, if I'm being completely honest, because most of the channels are down anyway. And all we're doing basically is asking for help, which is nothing that I'm not allowed to not do anyway. So I will be leaving it up for the full day at least anyway. I was reading that one as well a minute ago.
Yeah, there's going to be a few events, isn't there, going on? I think there might be something in Manchester as well. We've got another great YouTuber that may be out and about doing his little bit tomorrow. Ultimately, it's a question of everyone keeping the cool, isn't it? But you know that anyway. This point is a valid point that's being brought up, and it's always has been for as long as I've been covering marches. There's always a council, and they're always angry. They'll always cast aspersions, and they'll try and do it in order to get you to be violent, to get you to be the malicious one. So this is the same as it normally is, in a sense that just don't fall for the banter. If you're going there, wherever you're going, go with your sole reason and purpose for what you are going for. Don't get drawn in to people that want to get you to show your low energy. Keep your energy high, stick on point with what you're going there for, and remain around people that are positive, and don't get involved in anything that looks negative, that feels negative. We've all got gut instinct. We've all been around at a march and we've seen 5 minutes before someone goes well off that we might have seen signals to suggest we might not have been the wisest idea to have been around that, because we can see an elevation. Maybe someone's had a bit of a drink. Maybe someone's getting a bit of a night. Maybe some geezer's just come over.
We can only be accountable for our own actions. We can't be accountable for people's actions. And
True.
At the end of the day, if we fight fire with fire, everyone's going to get burned. And the best thing to fight fire ain't fire.
No, and this is it. So if someone comes slagging you off, there's no point in having it back with them, because what have you achieved by that? And that's not a loss. We should never think that if some muppet wants to come up and call you whatever they want to call you because you've decided to go out to celebrate your freedom. You know what I mean? They want to do that. That's them. Do you really want to go down to their level and start getting into that? Then ultimately you forgot what you're there for. You're there for peace. You're there to celebrate what is camaraderie around people that feel the same way as you. So ultimately, it's like what we're saying, in it, you're going to get that dark energy that's going to try and pull you into the dark. So try and do your best to stay in the frigging light, But easier said than done when someone's in your face.
So it ain't always easy, but you gotta try.
Gotta try.
You really gotta try.
And this is where you're good friends.
Sorry.
What's that, Kate?
We don't want to set a precedent. At the end of the day, if we fix the world by violence, then that's all the world's going to know is violence, and that's all that we're ever going to see is violence, because that's the way things are solved. And I don't want my kids to grow up in a world where violence is the answer to everything. Conflict, violence. Don't like something, violence. Don't get your own way, more violence. I don't want it to be that way for my kids. I want there to be a fair, just world for my kids where everybody stands a chance.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It'll scare people off. So I've seen marches where if people get the whiff that it's going to be fruity, they're not going to bother turning up. So we all don't need that. So in some ways, this is like a vicious Chinese whisper that's disseminated in order to scare people. In order to get people who are violent, well, if that's going to happen, right, I'm coming tomorrow. So it gets a multitude of things. In the middle, you've got people that just want to be peaceful. And it is crazy. It may be one of them days. Same with me. Wherever I lay my hat tomorrow, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be tiptoeing around the place. I'm going to be keeping moving. I'm going to try and film as much footage as I can, wherever I'm going to be. And I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to take it too seriously. Now, that might sound a bit stupid. I'm not going to take it too seriously, because the moment I go home, I'm back to my family life. So me running around with my big ego head on and taking the world on in them few hours. It's not going to mean jack shit by 11 o'clock that night because I'm going to be home with a family. So all I've got to do is make sure that I engage in a positive way and input a positive footprint when I go to wherever I go to. Same with everyone else. We all do that. We'll come home feeling self-satisfied and not regretting certain actions, certain things that you've said. Shit's hard enough. Wherever you go tomorrow, you're going to be avoiding getting gypsy grabbed. So, if someone wants to get in your face because they're in a different paradigm or what, oh, fuck off, seriously.
I do apologise as well in advance of tomorrow.
Say again.
I do want to apologise a bit in advance of tomorrow because I won't be on the streets tomorrow. I will be getting involved, but I won't be actually on the streets. I mean, there's a few reasons for it. One of the main reasons, realistically, is we won't be able to put any videos or any live streams out there unless someone stays at a computer, because our channel's been taken down. So we can't go live until we've got 1,000 subs, and we're nowhere. Well, we're not near that yet. We're still over 300 away on the emergency channel. So if we didn't have this technology, we wouldn't even be able to go live now. Phil's banned on his channel at the minute, so he won't be able to do a live either. So we're kind of, working together in that sense to be able to do what we need to do. TK will probably get brought in, and God knows if anyone else will be brought in. I'll probably be putting the techies on standby tonight, just in case anyone else wants to get involved and jump on. And I'll be speaking with the other admin about doing that with TKA.
Simon, I get your point. But I tell you what, mate, I couldn't go to a march thinking that the last 3 comments that you've put there, because in many ways there's a lot of pessimism there, and I'm being honest. Now, I'm not saying that what you're saying is unwarranted or hasn't got merit. Of course, it's got merit. But I can't go thinking that negativity before I've even gone anywhere. I can't. I'm fully aware of the dangers. I'm fully aware of if I was to witness someone spraying something on a statue, well, anyone, if they're seeing any stupid crap going on whatever matter, that you've got self-control. Your straw man will be built so quickly if you are seen to be acting inappropriate. If you go off on someone because they're spraying, I get it. They just
want footage of our side being aggressive, doing something nasty or naughty, just getting in trouble, causing trouble. They want our side to get caught doing stuff like that, and that's why it's bullshit. It's fucking the worst sort of thing we should ever have to deal with or ever have to put up with. But we have to hold ourselves above the way they hold themselves. So if we get physically pushed down, we have to get back up. We have to shrug it off, and we have to give them a little sarcastic giggle to their face. They push us again, we have to keep getting back up. We have to do it in a way that keeps us and our families safe. Because it isn't just us that get targeted. I mean, for example, just use Phil because you've got a family. I don't want to. But if you did something that caused attention to you, chances the likes of the people that we deal with, other anti-campaigners, anti-protesters, whatever they want to call themselves, fucking dickheads, they more than likely go after your family rather than you. So we have to play cautious as well at the same time. But I mean, me personally, I'd just rather deal with them by laughing them off and not taking them seriously, no matter how hard they try and push me.
This is it. I'm trying to read the comments. Sorry, while
no, I do think that's why I keep pausing as well. I'm going to turn the camera off for a second though.
Hey up. Oh, look at it. The old Manic Manx is there.
Got your bloody logo. It's one thing I always forget to do is change the logo.
Yeah. What did you just change it for?
Do you want it back on?
Fucking right, I want it back on. The fuck? Okay, yeah. Cheers. I was just buzzing away then, and you just took my dream away.
There you go. I'm Manic Mike.
Reading out. No, I'm only messing. No, on this bit of Phil, I honestly think the thing to do is film, share. Well, it is, and we do that anyway. You know, and you film your own little bits. If anyone films anything that they see anything untoward, then either send it into Katie or try and let Great Brit know or let me know however you can, and we'll talk about it. You know, when the time comes to really have these discussions, we will be. There's going to be shenanigans of all shapes and sizes. You know, a part of the problem is people as opposed to the elitist behaviour. And I've got to say that ultimately, yeah, there's going to be tens of thousands of people probably mobilised all over the place tomorrow. But there's only a certain amount of them that are going to handle themselves in the right, appropriate manner. And that's just as worrying as looking at the other groups that are going to come and want to antagonise as well. You know what I mean? And same thing again, anyone that goes with anything other than uber positivity to an event, you're in very much risk or danger of building other people's straw men. And that it's the conduct of every individual, like Katie said before. You've got to realise what impact that will have with every other individual. So what I'd say to people, if they can't hold themselves, if they was to see someone do it, then you don't go there. If you can't hold yourself, that won't be needed. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, your conduct will be judged, and the whole march may be judged on your conduct. Only takes one photo, and
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being the sort of person that can get triggered by people and that is triggered by certain people. There isn't out wrong with that. You know, it's just about picking your moments and picking your timing and picking where you go. And if obviously you feel like you're in a position where you could get targeted or triggered or provoked, then taking a step back might be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, look,
not the easiest, but the best thing to do.
Going back to this Simon again, I have to be pessimistic, Phil. I won't go tomorrow. I get targeted by police every time.
He does get targeted, to be fair, Phil. He does get targeted a lot. He does get targeted a lot.
Okay. No way would I cause trouble, but when provoked for no reason, I get angry. So, you know, fair play, mate. At least you're candid with that, and that's fine. And I'm not knocking you because, you know, at least you're honest about the way you regard it. At least one thing that's coming out there is that you're passionate.
And he's being safe as well. If he knows he's not going because he'll get provoked, it's being safe, and he's putting the cause first. Because sitting back ain't something that's easy to do. Not going to any demo is not something that's, you know, easy to do. Trust me, I hate the fact that I'm not going to any of the demos tomorrow. But I've got to put my kids first. I've got to put the fact that I need to be able to actually afford to fight for my kids first.
Yeah, and everyone's got their own line in the sand, haven't they? I in many ways, I'm taking risks making my moves tomorrow. Many ways. You know, I've got my own personal things going on and my own life. So, but I want to be a part. It's been a while since I've got out. There's things I want to show. I want to be a part. I want to be able to engage with people. I want to go out, smile, have some fun, record some footage. I want the weather to be great. I want people to be strong, to be positive. I know we're going to see bad things, but I still want us to be strong and positive, resilient, and look through and beyond all that to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, until there's that many people that this cannot be ignored and people cannot be quickly denigrated like this all the time. So it's like a working model, but then we all know, like Simon said, the psychological stuff, and people will be emotionally picked off, and this is an emotional subject. So it will.
And
People go.
the majority of the population is suffering from mental health now massively because they're being locked down and isolated from people.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are struggling now more than ever. So, you know, it's timing for everything, really, isn't it?
For a highly peaceful
Yeah, I was there at Nottingham as well.
Mm.
I was there at Nottingham where the veterans have set up a veterans and children's demo to march from one police actually put Antifa right in the pathway to where you know the veterans had organised with the police of where they were going, and actually tried to kettle the veterans and the kids' causes and that right in with Antifa. It was bloody nightmare. They even let Antifa run round to the other way and everything. Managed to get, go around a different way and everything. Managed to get past the police that were trying to block us in. But the police are purposely trying to push the two groups together. And never has it been so hard for people to bite their lip before. Never has it been so hard. But it's what needs to be done. And you need to jump off soon.
Sorry, I'm putting the kettle on.
You need to jump off soon anyway, though, because you said half an hour and we've been on over an hour. Signal's gone. I'll be back. You still there, Phil? Might have to come back off and back on, Phil, because I can't hear you. You froze. Text him and let him know that it's froze. Yeah, it was an amazing demo of Nottingham one. I really liked it. Yay, we've got Lee back on. I'm trying to wait for Phil to come back on. We should already be in here, though, I think. Yeah. Oh, the signal's proper gone. You're back.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Right, I'm just going to come off again because I'm just making a brew. I'm just going to go have a visit and chat with Percy Porcelain, if you know what I mean, and I shall be back promptly.
Well, I was going to say you only want me to be on for half an hour anyway, and we've been on for over an hour, so it's up to you if you want to go, because I know you've got a lot of stuff to get ready.
Well, to be fair, look at me, I'm looking a little bit like a vagrant at the moment. I've got to sort myself out. I've got to go and meet the wife in a bit, so I'll probably have. But let's finish it off for a couple of minutes and say, I don't know, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, Katie.
I am. And with the help already come through from everyone, I'm feeling a bit more optimistic about court. Because, from what's coming now, I've got enough. But what's coming now up in, the last 2 weeks and now, I've got enough to get an hour's help off the solicitor. So that's already a step up from where I was. And that's amazing. So if anyone has popped on late during this, I beg you to go and watch it from the beginning. I will be keeping it up for a while anyway. But literally any little bit helps. If you can't financially help, I'm sure there's ways that you can help the admin in the house.
Have you got a link you can put in now, Katie?
It's on the childrenmatter.news website, so I'll put the a minute. Okay.
Sorry, Rob.
So it says, I'll put up on the screen now. So there is a donation box on the homepage on the website, right at the bottom of the screen. Obviously, anything that's left over goes to other causes that we can do to help with their legal fees and whatnot anyway. But at the minute, I'm scraping together as much as possible to try and stand a fighting chance in keeping my son in my life and possibly even getting more of my son back in my life. So, hopefully.
It's a fight, and if that's what it takes, we're all behind you, Katie. 100% on there. So,
mainstream media are going to make out every protest that goes against their agenda look bad, regardless of how peaceful and civil people are. Just my opinion. I agree. I 100% agree. I just don't help them.
I mean, let's face it, we're realistic here. Even if there's 10,000 people in whatever city marching all peacefully, holding candles, not doing anything, they'll still find a way of demonising them. But if they haven't got that picture of someone with a screwed up face, if they haven't got that one picture of someone having a piece of someone who's just had them in the whatever, then, you know, there's only so much they can do. And if you've only got footage that's going, well, you know, they've called us all far right, they've called us all dirty spreaders. Look at them. Look at the love that's in that march. That knocks them out. It kills the narrative straight away. As fast as they built their narrative, our narrative is a truthful one because the eyes ain't lying. 1,000 words, I can create 10 paragraphs and demonize you, Katie, for one, and send it all over the world. And people who don't know you, they're going to go, you know, Katie with that blinged out spider, is she really that bad? I'm like, yeah, she's fucking that bad. And then you're going to spend your life trying to defend yourself. And it's going to be hard if I get in there first. But if you've got the visual evidence to go, well, no, that's what I'm about. And that's what I'm all about, filming positivity. Going out there, not taking the negative in case they do graffiti or in case they wind you up. No, going out there with a smile on your face, showing that they're going to get to me like that. Being around like-minded people are going, no, I'm not going to let the fear get to me. I'm not going to become a product of that fear. And people standing up, that's only going to inspire more people to stand up, not to sit down. You know, get the fuck up. Sorry, don't mean to tell people what to do. No, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great day tomorrow.
It will be. Of course it will. I need to know time to put up.
I'm probably better contacting you in the morning.
Well, what I'll do is I'll just put a dummy time up for now, and obviously when I know the time you want to go live, then I'll change it to that. Just means that if anyone gets onto it tonight, they can set a reminder, and the reminder will still be set even if the time changes. Then
I would have thought I probably will be where I need to get to around 12:30.
Right.
Well, yeah.
No worries. Well, before we get off, I just like to say the person like a proud Englishman. This guy, this one, yeah, it's my friend. It's my friend. They are proud Englishman, friend. It's on a live as well. It's my friend.
Oh, there you go.
He's not my friend, but now it's on a live. He's my friend.
Shall I do a video just putting "he's my friend" and just putting a little avatar in of him coming in?
I'll send you a picture of him, right? And you can do like a best friends thing, and you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it.
Why not? We can get Snoop Spider in on it as well. You know, imagine this. Did somebody say just eat with all them spiders' legs? If you had to do a perfect gang sign, like, got it locked down, Snoop, get out of here. You've got a new fella in town here. Look at all them legs. You can't do that, can you?
This is what he gets, right? He keeps saying I'm his arch enemy. No. We're friends. And Phil's going to help me do a video to say that we're friends. So, ha!
We're going to do that video. Savage. What's savage?
Savage. Me saying my friend.
Oh Lord! See, I'm getting trolled now by Rob. Robbie's not going to give up until I do a duet with Dolly. You'll have to get in on it, and we could get Snoop Spider in it as well, and
we'll get my friend in it too.
Yeah, your friend. Yeah, definitely. Have you noticed the way your eyes really light up when you say friend? My friend. My friend.
I know. It's because he genuinely fucking hates it. He keeps calling me his arch enemy. So I'm like, no, we're friends.
So is he my friend as well? Is he my friend?
Yeah, we'll be friends. We'll all be friends.
We'll all be friends.
Friends now.
We've all got a friend called Proud English Man. Oh, them eyebrows. My God, them eyebrows like stuck on or something. Jesus Christ. They don't look as good as yours, Kate. Fuck's sake. I've got more hair than there.
Mine looks psycho when I do it, though, because I go from like having really small eyes to really big eyes. I like pulling faces as well, and my eyes are a big part of the pulling faces.
I hope you froze. Oh, look at that. You froze on your funny face. Oh, you're back. You're back. All right, listen, I'm getting messages in left, right, and centre, so I probably need to get on my phone and
No worries.
Yeah, what I will say is there's much love from the YouTube community generally, isn't there? And we feel it with us, with Darla, you know, and with all the other amazing people that we know and we love and trust. There's a couple of other people who are transatlantic, who I'm in consultation with at the moment, just as amazing, can feel the love just like us and can see the negativity and can see it from their angle, the fight that we have, as well as fighting what we regard as the dark energy with the establishment, the globalist kind of mentality, the elitism, the fight within people in order for you to get to that. They're on exactly the same vibe. So I just want to say, whether you're from this country or another country, if you're a YouTuber, content provider, or subscriber, we all feel your pain in terms of online abuse that then gets into real life abuse as well. So yeah, spread the love. We're all working together, and we'll crack it. We'll crack it if we stay loving each other.
Definitely.
Sounds like a song. Get the lighters.
My friend will like that one.
Your friend will love it. Your friend, or my friend, or both of our friends. Loving it. Loving friends. Right, I'm going to get going. I better get myself groomed up a little bit. Thank you for your time, Katie. Thanks for having me on as ever.
Oh, thanks for jumping on with me, because I've been dying to jump on for 2 weeks now. So thank you for that.
My pleasure. It's going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be an energetic day, so make sure you get your Weetabix down, yeah, and we can get it going. Yes! See you, chat. See you tomorrow. Big bright day. Stay safe. Love you all. Even the pissing haters.
See you later, guys. Bye.
See you.